Hey guys, it's Natalie here. I am the creator, writer of Untangling Tessa, and I also play Tessa, the main character. One of the perks we decided from our Kickstarter is that I would make a video explaining how I came up with the plot and the characters and everything else. So the basic plot is that there's this girl Tessa, and she's 21 years old, and she's very shy, she's very secluded, she's kind of a hermit. She doesn't really go outside except for classes, and she likes to read her books, and one day she discovers that there is a girl living under her bed, and that girl is June Beasley. And June is wild and she's crazy, she says what's on her mind, and she loves to party, and so she basically turns Tessa's life upside down. It's a pretty different story. There aren't a lot of stories about friendly people living under someone else's bed. The way I came up with it isn't super exciting. One day I was watching a scary movie with my friend, and this horrendous evil creature came up from under this little girl's bed, and it was terrible. And my friend turned to me and said, wouldn't it be interesting if there was a story about like a friendly, happy person living under someone's bed, and then they became like best friends? And I was like, I would totally watch that TV show. And I thought, wait a second, I could write that story. So it originally started in novel format, but it didn't seem quite right to me, so I decided to make it a web series. I was just writing it for fun. It was just one of those projects that, you know, you just work on. But as I was writing it, I was like, oh, this is actually pretty interesting. So I brought it to Sydney, and Sydney loved it, and we decided to keep on rolling with it, and here we are making a web series. The biggest thing for me is that the characters are relatable, that even though the circumstances that the story takes place in might be different or unusual, people can relate to the characters and the emotions they feel, which is what I think makes a good story. So because of that, I always put a little bit of myself in every character I write. It's an unfortunate and kind of embarrassing habit, because I release embarrassing bits of information about me that I don't really want anybody to know about. But it happens, and so the inspiration for Tessa was actually me. I was, there was a time in my life when I was very shy, and I didn't like going outside. I didn't like talking to people. I think, there are a lot of people that go through something like that. So I just wanted to write a story about a girl who's starting her life again. We'd like to thank everybody who's supported, funded, or backed our projects. We really feel your support, and we're so happy that people want this to happen as much as we do. We'd like to thank everybody who's backed our project, who was willing to take time out of their day to help us make this happen. So thanks for watching, and we'll have more perks and perk videos up for you guys too.